either the smallest or the grandest of aspirations is so much more than a mere fantasy that it is a constant opportunity that becomes a way of life. Anyway, these are just a few of my beliefs. As you can probably tell, I am fairly passionate about my values, how I conduct myself and how I treat others, but mostly about being optimistic about life in general. I hold myself to a standard, not for pretense in any form, but for the sole purpose of knowing my capabilities. If I appear to be arrogant or all-knowing, I am neither of those things, and I do not look kindly on those who go out of their way to behave in that manner. I pride myself in being hardworking, caring, humble, appreciative, and helpful to others. I am, by my own estimation, the luckiest person in the world, for I know exactly where I came from. I have made many mistakes, screwed up really badly, and at times have made the worst of choices. I've allowed myself to be compromised, knowing full well I was stupidly, needlessly exposing myself. I have given away my trust with the best of intentions, whether in business or in my personal life, only to have my gestures seen as absolute signs of weakness. I've chased after things hoping to prove myself to those whom I knew looked down on me, and probably always would, which only intensified my futile efforts all the more. I know how it feels when no matter what you do, no matter how much you work and sacrifice, day in and day out, you begin to believe you're never going to get ahead, that all your time and effort have been in vain. I know that at times responsibility, all that weight you balance on your shoulders, becomes too much to bear, and all you want to do is run away from the world and simply disappear. I know how it feels to have folks view you as something you're not. I know how painful it feels not to fit in, to keep your head down, mouth shut, and eyes closed to everyday situations, living a hollow life, while all the time there's another person, the real you, deep down inside, dying to speak your piece and burst through to live life on your terms. I know firsthand what it is like to be nothing and have nothing to the point of being non-existent, to be teased, unwanted, and beaten down until you have no physical or spiritual strength to open your eyes just to see where the next hit will land. I know what it's like to be used, where being degraded is a normal, everyday occurrence, to suffer from low esteem and perform tasks with a limited formal education, to live day by day with a huge feeling of overwhelming guilt from a dark past of long, long ago. I also know about being overly blessed when others around you who've experienced far worse, work harder, and sacrifice all the more are not as fortunate. And I personally know exactly how it feels to do one's part in helping to save the world, while all the time feeling disregarded and losing out on love and being loved. Yet, with all I've experienced, the bad, the ugly, and the disgusting, as well as the good, the grand adventures and the phenomenal heights I've been fortunate enough to obtain, the single element I've taken with me, and that I've drawn absolute strength from in all aspects of my life, is in a word: resolve. To be of the belief that things will get better. That no matter how low, how tough, or how unfair life has been, all of us have the right and indisputable opportunity for greatness. The resolve that if we could endure the worst of times, then our mindset should be that we could and should damn well accomplish anything. That no matter how wretched or hurtful an experience may be, we have to summon the strength to confront it, take charge, and let it go in order to move forward and live a full, rich life. Believe that we can not only achieve our dreams, but also muster the courage to step beyond our comfort zones on a consistent basis, to strive to better our lives and the lives of those around us. Life is more than how much you can acquire with a look-at-me drive to charge to the hilt with no concern or responsibility for how to pay for the flashy gotta-have-it-before-anyone-else gas-guzzling SUV or clothes that you won't wear 3 months later because they're out of style.